I'm not sure if it's safe to record. There's been a plane every 2 seconds the whole time I've been trying to film today. Okay. So welcome back to another writing vlog. My name is Sheena Perrell. I'm an author of 11 books ranging from historical fiction to urban fantasy. You will find them linked down below, and we are starting on a new series of author vlogs today. I did post a little preview type video over here, and that's just kind of going over what this series is going to be about. But first step, we are going to tick some author to-dos off my list so that I can prepare for NaNoWriMo. Okay, so that's step one down. I went through and I made a minor edit to episode 2 of Midnight Radio because I discovered that I accidentally changed a character's name midstream. So I had to go back and fix that, and then I went ahead and started on episode 10, which is the penultimate story. And I got about 1,100 words into that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop with the writing for today. I have some other like author stuff to do, other household chores, things like that. And we will get back to this tomorrow. Hi. I'm very tired today, and I'm getting a late start, but I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace because I have not been sleeping very well. This round of unemployment's been really hard, so I haven't been sleeping. Like, I'll go to bed at 10 or 11 and then not fall asleep until like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So I'm getting a late start today. But last night before bed, I went and did about 50% of the outline I wanted to do on one of the stories that I mentioned, which was, I don't know if it's considered high fantasy or not, but it's a fantasy story set in the Renaissance. And I got it about 50% outlined. I'm at the point I'm at the point where like the world has changed for the main character, and she has 3 different options in how she reacts, and I haven't decided which option is going to happen. So one thing that I do when I'm just kind of like starting out a story, even if I'm going to set it aside, is I'll write like the first chapter or 2 chapters just to get a feel for the character and the world and the tone that I'm going for, which makes it easier for me to come back to it later. So I think I just need to do the explore writing a little bit more on that one, and then I can go ahead and just like set it aside and come back to it in a few months when I have more time. But my plan for this morning, I want to get some more writing done on the short story I'm working on, Midnight Radio, Volume 11, Episode 11, whatever. And I need to update Patreon. I need to schedule the remaining episodes that have already been written, because there's now 5 that are available for patrons, and for some reason my brain got stuck at 2, so I need to keep going on that. But Midnight Radio should go through, I think, November, and that way I won't have to worry about making other patron rewards. I'm sorry, my brain is misfiring, and when I say that my chronic illness caused things like fatigue and brain fog and memory loss, this is what I'm talking about. It's this feeling like I can't wake up, and it doesn't matter how much caffeine I have. It's like half of my brain is still in sleep mode and I can't get it to turn on. So I'm going to start some work, getting myself a latte, and hopefully in like an hour when I check back in, I will be less zombie-like. Okay, I did a 30-minute sprint and got 848 words and lost my voice in the process. I am feeling a little bit better. I think I somehow lost my voice while I was writing. I'm gonna take a short break here, and then I think I'm gonna do some blog posts next because those have a shorter deadline and I have more of them that need to be done. So I'll get back to it in just a few minutes. Okay, I have my list of blog posts. Some of these are already written or already scheduled. So I just need to write, I want to at least get the remaining September and October ones done today. They're usually like 500 to 1,000 words each. Excuse me, sir. You are in the way. I cannot open my laptop. Life with cats, am I right? So I'm gonna get started on these blog posts and we'll check in again a little bit later. Are you helping? Are you helping? Okay, so I drafted 3 posts. Took a bit of a break because I went to look something up and fell down a hole on Instagram. I think I'm going to do one more post and then I have to go pick up our grocery order, so I need to get dressed. And I also need to pet the cat. That's essential, isn't it? It's essential. Okay, I am going to call that good. I now have all of my posts through October written out and scheduled except for one, which requires research. I can do that one this afternoon. And I have one that's going to need updates closer to the publication date. But other than that, they are all done. And now I need to get ready for some errands and some other stuff. And we're going to stop on the writing for today. Look at this noodle. Look at him. He's so cute. Hi, hello, welcome back. I got actual sleep last night and it feels amazing. So today is Tuesday. I have a job interview later today over the phone. So hopefully I should be getting back to temp work soon. And went through, did my to-do list for the day. And the plan is I need to do that blog post that had a bunch of research that I needed to do. And then I want to write about 1,100 words on the short story that I'm working on. I went through last night and kind of redid my secretary desk, which is where I'm sitting today. So this is what it looks like now. And these over here are just some random notebooks. I have this one, I think that's story notes for a project that I will be working on. These are just like random notes. That one's blank. The skinny one is my unemployment notebook. I have a Spooky Stitches podcast notebook. Bast, what are you doing? I have a troublesome kitty. Ow! Why did you bite me, brat? And then all of these books down here are related to the Eleonora project. Bast at Ramses. So everything down here is related to the Eleonora project. Sir. Can't trust him with anything. So all of these are related to the Eleonora project, which I did a video on a couple weeks ago. And then up here, I use the top of this as my vanity, which needs cleaned off. But anyway, just look down here at the pretty books. So all of these are from my personal collection, and I'm going back through some of them, which I haven't read in a while, like Cloth and the Human Experience, Women's Work. This one, which is in Italian. It's actually a bilingual book. It's just the title's in Italian. And it's from a conservation convention in 1980. So I'm going through all of those that I haven't read, and I'm highlighting or flagging the stuff that is most relevant to the projects that I can refer to it later. But most of my work today is going to be done over here where Bast is. So I do all of my handwriting stuff and my reading over at the secretary, and then at this desk over here I do everything on the computer. When there isn't a cat there. We'll worry about that in a minute. Okay, I have given my laptop some time to charge. A very, very pushy feline who wants all the love in the world. But I'm going to get started on my research now. And I'm also listening to Bast. I'm also listening to some ghost stories while I research.
It's Wednesday. We are back in my car because it's not a vlog unless we're in my car. And I've got some stuff I need to take to the thrift store, which is where we're going. And while we're there, I need to pick up a binder or notebook for some research stuff. And then we're going to go grocery shopping. But I did have some news this morning. I heard back on an interview that I did. So I do have a new job, and I will be starting in 6 days. So I need to spend the next 6 days getting as much writing and plotting and prep work done as possible, so that way I can focus at least for a couple weeks on the new job, because I know starting a new routine is going to be exhausting for me. So we're getting some prep work done today. I want to try and get in at least 2 writing sprints, which will hopefully finish up the short story that I'm working on right now, so that I can start the next one either later today or tomorrow. But, oh, there's a kitty back there. But in the meantime, still have some thrifting to do, and so let's get started. Okay, just finished at the thrift store, and got a couple things I wasn't looking for. Couldn't find one of the things I was looking for. I was walking around with this basket that I thought would be perfect for a spot in the bathroom. Turns out it's too tall, so that's unfortunate. But I did get some socks in my colors, because I'm gonna need these when I go back to work next week. I've been running around barefoot all summer. I also found 2 binders. This one I got just because it looked pretty. I'm pretty sure that it's actually a photo album, but it's like regular 3 rings inside.
So eventually I will be using this for a project, just not the one that I'm intending for right now. And then this is the binder I picked up for my current project. It's nice and thick, which is what I need. And then they also had a packet of construction paper, which has sandpaper in the back. Don't know why that's there. But we can use this for wedding stuff, invitations, envelopes, that kind of thing. And then I did have one other thing, but it slid off the edge of the seat, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I love disc-bound notebooks, and I always grab them at the thrift store because they're significantly cheaper there than anywhere else. So I got this one, which has, I think those are 1-inch rings. This one's the Tool brand. It's a dated 2020 planner, but I just redate them. It's not a big deal. So I don't know when specifically I'm going to use this one. It might end up going in my work bag because I think that the notebook I have for work right now is just too big. So I think I'm going to downsize it. And that's what I bought. Came to $18 total after the coupon I got for donating, and now I need to find something to drink. And I'm debating on if I want to go to a drive-through up here or if I want to wait until I get to Fred Meyer. Or I could just go to the Target and get everything there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to go to the Target and get it there. That way I can grab something cold out of the cooler. Okay, that's where we're going next. Okay, we made it back home. I am tired. It's very hot out, at least for Washington. I was a little bit thirsty, as you can see. I was only on the road for 15 minutes and I drank half this. We were out of caffeinated drinks at Maison de Not Magic. So I have some soda back there, got bananas. And now I think we are gonna go inside. I'm gonna find something to have for lunch. I might lay down for like 20 minutes just to try and like cool off and recover a little bit because heat really makes me tired. And then we are going to get to the writing. Okay, I did my first writing sprint of the evening. I got in 1,200 words or so. I'm almost done with short story number 10. I still need to like do the wrap up bit, but I need to sit on that for a minute and figure out how I'm gonna do it and do the lead in to the last one. But it's coming along. I did some notebook setup for my research project, and I did my planner setup for next week, so it's all ready to go when I start the new job. And I think I'm gonna take a minute and finish getting together like my notebooks and my work bag and get that all set up. And I'm gonna try and do one more sprint tonight to finish up that short story. And that's where we are for today. Good morning. It is Sunday. I haven't vlogged in a couple of days because I haven't been doing a ton of writing. Thursday I didn't get anything done at all. Friday things went very badly wrong. I just tried closing my window to see if that helps with the background noise because the planes have been nonstop for about 20 minutes now. But Thursday I didn't get any writing done at all. Friday things went very badly wrong in a lot of different ways, and I ended up taking a mental health day and being a sad burrito for most of the day. And then yesterday, Saturday, we spent a good portion of the day out of the house working on wedding planning stuff with my in-laws. So I did get a little bit of writing done. It was mostly minor stuff like writing for the blog, I ended up doing the closed captions for my sewing vlog. I haven't been closed captioning my videos when I post them because a lot of my videos aren't scripted. I mean, I have a script that I work from and you might see me reading from it, but I tend to read from it in bursts. It's not specifically what I say on the screen. And I was waiting for the auto captions to come up because it's easier to edit those than to start from scratch. Well, they have not been forthcoming, so I'm going to have to start scripting my videos more carefully. I'm not going to do it on the vlogs. I'll just do those manually, I guess. But that way I can upload and then edit from there. So today the plan is I need to finish writing Midnight Radio episode 10. It only needs like a paragraph or two to wrap it up and transition it into episode 11. But right now, episode 10 is about 2,000 words shorter than every other episode. And I'm afraid that episode 11 is going to be really long as a result. So I'm trying to pull some of the information from episode 11 into episode 10, but I'm afraid if I pull too much, then episode 11 will be super short. So it's a balancing act, and it's one that I haven't quite figured out yet. So that's my project, my number one project today. I also got my contracts for my next 3 articles for piecework. So I want to get a draft of the first one done today, which is due September 26th. And I do have a video coming out where I'm going to be going over a contract so that if you are new to writing for pay, you can see what these contracts look like and get an idea of what you need to look for in them. Let's see. I also need to work on editing the author roadmap or the publishing roadmap. I think I'm going to hold off on editing the publishing roadmap specifically today, but I do need to start pulling the 3 booklets from the roadmap series into one document, and then I can start editing that. I'm just not sure how exactly I want to do it because originally it was written in a different program. I started writing it in Microsoft Publisher to teach myself how to use the program, and I do really like it. I'm not sure that I want to use it for like all of my book planning layout stuff, but it worked really well for this specific project because there are printable worksheets in every booklet. So I'm not sure that I want to copy it into Microsoft Word or just make a new publisher document and then try and shuffle from there. I will say that Publisher makes it a lot easier to go between specific pages and find what you're looking for. So yeah, I want to start compiling that today. And then I have 3 books that I need to get the cover art request to my cover artist, and I want to do that today. And then I also need to work on writing out the script for the next episode of the podcast, so that way I have it ready to upload. But that is what I'm going to be working on today. I did get news, and I will be starting a new job on Tuesday. So I'm trying to get all of this done before Tuesday. I can't remember if I told you guys or not that I had a new job. And honestly, it's a lot easier for me to write with a day job or day commitments than it is for me to film. So I was focusing on getting YouTube stuff done first. So let's go ahead and get started and see how many things I can knock off my list today. got episode 10 wrapped up, so I'm ready to start on episode 11, which I'm going to wait and start on that tomorrow. I emptied and refilled the dishwasher. I can't run that yet because Ash is working right next to it, so that will wait until this afternoon. I'm about 3/4 of the way done with the podcast script. I actually already have the story for that episode already done, so that saves me a lot of time right there. And then, okay, so that just leaves the cover art requests, the article, and the edits left. I'm going to finish up this podcast script in my next sprint, and then if I finish that, which I probably will, I'll finish that in 30 minutes, no problem. Then I'm going to work on the cover art requests. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm doing the cover art requests that I sent Ash, and what I include is the title of the book, and then I put in the deadlines, and this is for, I'm just using an old one as the template. So I'm working on Midnight Radio right now, so let's see. I'm gonna have the cover for this one by the end of the year. And then I'm gonna release this one the end of February. So let's just go with March 1st. That way I don't have to worry about what day does February end on next year, because I haven't gotten that far. we're doing ebook only on this one. And these are just things that she can keep in mind to help her produce the finished product. And let's see, do I want to do this under Sophia Belmont or Sheen Apparel? It's historic and kind of gothic, so I'm going to go with Sheen Apparel. And let me see, I need character map because my name is Irish, so it has, I call it an accent aigu because I learned French, but that way she knows which direction the accent is facing. So don't need that information, that. Let's see, the colors. Brown, black, acid green. And I'm just putting in things that are going to help her create an image to go with it. Bast, I love you, you're a troublemaker. And then just like some other images that call to mind the story. So there's two cars that are mentioned frequently in the book, or in the short stories. It's all based around an old radio station, so old radios play a part. And then there's a lot of like green mist that happens. We've got cryptids, lots of thunderstorms. Oh, and there are many in the back. Let's see, I don't have a Pinterest board for this one. And then I just go up to share, send this over to her. And Ash does take commissions for cover art from other people, so if you would like to hire her, you can go ahead and contact her. All right. So that's it for my second one. I've just got one more left to do. And we're back in the car. I have to run out to the pharmacy to pick up some meds for Ash. She's got a bit of a sinus infection. So taking a break from writing, I am decimating my to-do list. Right now, the only things left on it are the piecework draft and editing the author roadmap. And it's only like noon. So I have done so much work this morning. I'm finally getting sleep again. I made some changes to my meds, and also the fact that it's cooled off has really helped. So I'm no longer getting like 3 hours of sleep or not sleeping until 3 or 4 in the morning. So that has been a huge help. So we're going to run out to the pharmacy. I have to go to not our usual one, but a further one away because our local one is out of this medication. And then when I get back, we'll work on the edits and on the article. And we'll go from there. Okay, that took almost 45 minutes, which I was not expecting. But I do have all of the author roadmap stuff compiled. It is ready for editing. And I'm going to take a break because I'm getting a headache and I'm not feeling super great right now. I'm out of one of my meds, so I'm kind of making do, and I'm not making do. So I'm going to lay down for a little bit, and then hopefully I will come back and be able to work on that article draft. I did add a couple more things to my to-do list. I started reading a research book for the podcast, which you'll find out about that in the episode 22, 21. Not the one that I am about to post, but the next one. And then I just need to do some hand wash dishes and start the dishwasher, and then I will be done for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out here just because I know that it's gonna take me a little while to edit it, and with starting work and everything, I want to be able to get this out after the next podcast episode goes up. So we're gonna sign off here and join me in a couple weeks. I've got a few more things that I want to cross off my list here in September, and then in October I will start really focusing on my NaNoWriMo project. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Ciao.